The SBA will lend you up to $5 million with as little as 2.5% down to buy your own small business, which is a great deal. But our search assistant actually found a deal that you could do with as little as $0 down. It's a 23-year-old tree service business in Southwest Ohio. Under normal terms, you can buy this with as little as $20,625 down for this business that will net $268,000 per year after making your monthly loan payments. Now, this assumes a 10-year, 11.25% SBA loan to buy this $825,000 business that advertises $391,000 in annual cash flow. Now, this is a pretty standard tree service business. They do tree removal, trimming, stump grinding, and land clearing. It's fully staffed with 11 employees. But here's where it gets interesting. Business currently has 2 owners, and one wants to stay on after the deal closes. This person has been with the business from the start, so we can assume they know the business pretty well. And they would be a big asset to you if you wanted to run this business absentee. And because one of the owners wants to stay on, under new SBA rules, you can buy this with as little as $0 down. And you do this by the previous owner maintaining a certain percentage of equity, say 15%, and then you do a portion of it through a seller's note with the other seller, and then the rest through an SBA loan. And you can get that with no money out of pocket. You can even finance the working capital that you need, so the money that you need to pay your monthly bills, through that loan process. Now, the big question, especially when there's 2 owners, and this applies when you buy any business, is you want to learn what role the previous owners or owners were fulfilling, because either you're going to need to do it yourself, or you're going to go out and need to hire someone to do it for you. And you want to be careful when especially when there's multiple owners, because the cash flow that they show on listing sites includes all owners' salaries. So if you're going to go in and there's 3 owners, you're adding back 3 salaries. You're going to have to hire multiple people to replace those people. So essentially that's a way that they can overstate the cash flow and overstate the earnings power of the business. But in this listing, they already accounted for you needing to hire someone to replace the old manager. So they subtracted $70,000 from the cash flow to produce the $391,000 that they advertised, which, given the area, I think $70,000 is probably a reasonable number. Now, one downside to this business is that it's in Ohio, which is great. We love Ohio. We're in Ohio. But there are seasons here, and there's some seasonality to this business. So you will probably have less business during the winter months than you will during the spring, summer, fall. And because if you were to buy that business today, there's still going to be a while in between when you put in your offer today and the actual closing. You're going to be getting a lot closer to that leaner time of year. So you need to make sure you have enough cash to get through the winter, to get to the spring where the cash flow is going to start coming in a little better. Because you're still going to have some expenses that go along during those winter months when you're not bringing as much revenue. You're still going to have to make the loan payments during that time where you're not going to have enough revenue. So you need to make sure when you structure the loan, when you structure the original deal, that you've given yourself enough working capital to get to the spring. So we like this. It's a great standalone business. It's also great if you're a landscaper or you already own some type of home service that you can add on to your existing business. So what do you think? Would you buy this business? Reach out if you want to buy a business together, or if you want to get on the wait list for our search assistant.